screen. 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is like a lot of hours from now.
Not a lot of
The
hours.
schedule will just keep rolling. I can't wait for you to get raptured today. Yeah, the sun will come up eventually, but the blind is shut at the moment. Ready to see AMDP gapping ice? I'm actually really excited for it because I feel like it's entirely possible.
Here's one for you. Didn't Backbone have Tama in his fantasy team?
Town Crier announcement. Predictions for the rest of the games are as follows. VPAL bracket no Haku 3-2. Had Pep 3-1 no Haku. SSG DSG 1-3. Haku alive in lep by God. Your predictions suck, Josens. Lunix extinction 2-3. Haku dead.
Ramon said AMD won't play. That seems like a clue. But to what?
Hunter, what's the best beer to hammer down in an extremely short period of time? I don't discriminate. Just remembered I had Finn in my fantasy GGs. Rowan, what are you doing with that?
What are you doing
with
Rowan?
Like, you're tapped in enough to not have Finn in your fantasy, man. Like, you're better than this.
What happened? It was close by... It was close. If by close you mean not close at all. Yeah.
Just love that high-res picture of Kevin there.
I've come here to ask the same question. What is the best beer to hammer down in a short period of time? Just any beer. They're all the same. If you're drinking them quick, they're all the same. Yeah.
He doesn't see beer. As long as it's not Guinness. Not a dark beer. If you want to drink something fast, I wouldn't go for a dark beer.
How are you going to split the G? It's got to take a big sip.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with like hammering a bunch of beer
Big
quickly
sip.
though, you know? Like, I feel like, you know, the dark beer is like heavier or something. Like, it's just...
No room for beerism. Thank you, Hambinston.
Actual vampire on the VP roster. We got fucking Count Dracula over here.
Count Kevula out on it again.
Yeah. Count Kevula. They couldn't get a recent picture of him. They had to use a bloody artist impression from the 1800s.
They've just slapped a VP shirt on an old oil painting of Kev.
Shocker. Oh, do we do second round of ads before the game, or what do we think?
Split 4Gs, yes I am proud. Good job, Zaito. Job.
His stories are told in tales sat in front of a fireplace. Yeah. Unfortunately, Kev's not much of a storyteller, I fear.
Should I do some kind of predictions?
Kev's been using the same photoshopped image since LA Glads. That's why the picture quality keeps getting worse. It was like proper studio quality once, but they had to keep screenshotting it from different broadcasts to use it year on year.
It's like an old videotape, you know, where it's just a recording of a recording passed on. I was mid doing it. No, it's fine, GB. Just, you know, trying to help. Can you buy me a beer in exchange for 1 billion tier 1s?
Alright. 3 minutes of ads before the games begin. Godspeed, everybody. Bye, Camel. We'll never forget you.
It's like he's still with us. It doesn't seem like a fair exchange. Who made you? Who made you the arbiter of this, AUR?
Sedge Fin Laden with a first time exclamation mark Suzu. Fuck. Now he Suzus. Like Canefield is a quality chatter. Are you like a old chatter on a new account or something, Canefield? Like what's going on here? Like you're too good at this 7TV game, you know? Like you got it all figured out. Day one at the office and this is your performance. Gotta be an industry plant.
Tama looking dapper. No, we've got to ban Tama. Yep, Hash Brown's on the right page.
Trumps.
Someone ban Tama. Hey, Sedge Bin Laden.
Big Blizzard doesn't plan people in my chat. Did they Suzu? Oh, Siddhartha, thanks for the tier 1. Welcome. Appreciate that. One step closer. AMDP out, GG. Yeah, I mean, if they don't have the Saudi Diva, I don't back them here. Don't back them at all.
What's the solution without a Diva then, huh? Some kind of Zarya? Zarya probably for Tama?
How did GK perform? Not terrible, but they lost to KSA 03, so not great either. Bit of a 3.6 Ronkin situation, I dare say.
Rot roll. Do you think AL takes a map at least?
No.
Yeah, I think there's a chance for a map here. There's a ban situation they could get in, put them in a good situation.
I just sort of like started having like a little midday fantasy about going to sleep after this. That's bad. That's scary. Like this is game 2. This is game 2. I've got.
We're actually 1/5 of the way through the evening.
Just not okay to be fantasizing about bed right now.
That's okay. Like walking through the door at work, sitting down. It's 9:10. Oh, can't wait for home time.
You know what's gonna feel so good though? Getting into bed and knowing that I'm gonna have to set an alarm for less than 8 hours to wake up and watch Lazuli versus Please No Hero Band. I do it for you, Craig. I do it for you.
For you, Craig, I will do anything. Just make
Who
sure
added the lesbian
you never
auntie,
tell me where you uploaded that clean feed.
Like, why is there an emote of me shirtless on the channel and nobody ever uses this? This is unbelievable.
What? Are you still you've been pruning all day? What's it called? Can I get my traders on this? All
Top
right.
5 flex DPS right now. Top 5 flex DPS right now. Proper, Hundo, Jaywo, Hundo. Maybe nobody in North America. Like, you would think it's 0, but not after what's happened to their roster. Like, probably the 5 that win the most. I think you forgot Nubo on top 5. I don't know. I feel like 0 should be in the top 5 right now. I feel like 0 is like really, really good at Vendetta. But their team just looks treacherous. So something's going really wrong. I feel like 0 should be top 5, but like his team's results just like it's so hard to make that argument with their current performances.
Yeah.
There's like another one in Korea that was fucking insane. No, like,
are we talking Vendettas?
Yeah, like Checkers was really, really, really good. No,
Checkers were good. Proper was really good. Zest is actually really good as well. I think Zest was maybe more impressive in boot camp than this last weekend, but I think he's up there.
Yeah, CJ maybe. CJ
Leave
could be
is
up
a good
there.
shout actually. I think Leave's really good.
I think Leave might be. Yeah, Leave might be him. Unfortunately, Leave is on his team with Gushue, so it's not going to happen.
Yeah, Alfie really good. Yeah, it's actually pretty stacked up the top for Vendettas. All right. Ejang Tower. Ice is going to play the Zarya,
10,
it seems like.
9,
8, 7, 6.
Yeah. Works.
Yeah. All right. Ice is going to be on the Zarya, Kiri, Lucio, Kev onto the Emre, Psycho, Bear, Kineo. Just a speed ring out of spawn, and they're going to play Kiri, Winston, Lucio here. Anyone's legend going for a unique look. Playing Winston in EMEA Max. Can it work?
No, it can't. He's back in spawn and he swapped to Zarya. Beautiful. Anyone's legend squaring up in the mirror. Just sub in the Saudi off tank. Put it in the bag. Bubbles out for Icenom. Personal bubble early. Second personal for Tama. Gets full charge off that one. Thank you very much. Fixer. Engagement into the back for Wamone. But there's going to be light bubbles here. A second personal bubble for Icenom now. Greedy Zarya is another one for Tama as well. But he's actually getting something done with it as he takes down Kevin. Anyone's Legend, bodies on the point. Tama finds a second with Wamone on a third and Virtus.pro. Oh, this is what we feared, Xavier. Anything but domination against Anyone's Legend is a terrible look for VP.
Unless you would rate Anyone's Legend as the third best team.
Which nobody would, I think.
It's going to be a slower version of a comp. So the onus is on Wamone to do a lot here to try and shut a few players out. But look at Psycho tapping the point already. Rockets in the back, and Tamara's having to take a bit of a back step now. Psycho forcing the objective. Remarkably no interest in touching this point here, Anyone's Legend. So that'll be a flip for nothing at all. London's going to kill Crispy as well. They've traded their Lucio and the concession of a point. This is not good. Wamone will find a trade, but in exchange for Azaria, VP have just taken this back way too easy.
Yeah, very easy flip. Feels, yeah, almost illegal. Canale on the backstep has the Suzu, uses the TP, gets out of dodge. A little bit of an advantage over Landon right now, but that 20% difference can be made up in a flash. Anyone's Legend also going for the slow retake on the open side, which means they're quite unlikely to go for their Kitsune rush here as they can't get it over the point. TV forward, it's going over the point. Say goodbye to Icenom. They need to run him down, but he's given them the slip. He's run through main. You slippery bastard, Ice. Now there's going to be a Kitsune rush for Landon instead, and Tama still doesn't have the grab, so they can push right back in off this one. Kai can try and counter with the override protocol. Already bodies on the point. There goes the override protocol. What does he see? Good spam into the choke. Good spam over the wall as well. Kev's marking it out expertly, but Kai's doing so much damage. Not enough, and there's nobody watching him to heal him. Anyone's Legend gonna give up the cap.
Give up cap for that one as well. They trade it. Grab available for Tama now, looking for his opportunity. Lobs that one in. Ice has a counter grab if he can find it. The Ventus beat comes out later. Grab and Crispy. He doesn't have the beat yet, so Tama's going to fall. Not quite ready for this big old exchange. Override protocol, chase back into spawn. No late kills coming though, so Anyone's Legend can pick up Tama and go again. And this time, beat advantage. They just have to watch out for this pesky barrage.
Barrage on the cards for Psycho. He can one-bop this one. Keep your eyes on Crispy here because the quality of his role is going to make or break this round. Wamone steps onto the right and gets absolutely plowed. Fast engagement from Kev, from Psycho, and from Pixar, cleaning him up. Now we're down to one last fight. 78%. Still the only ultimate in play is Psycho's Barrage. Still Crispy. The quality of his role is everything. Let's see if he can make it happen. Slow walk through main. Tama getting poked all the way. Psycho's going to barrage here. Here comes the perfect beat from Crispy. Psycho's out though? How does he live that?
Oh, he's killed Wamone late as well. They nearly have a Kitsune rush, but they are just falling over. They survived the barrage, but unfortunately, post-barrage, they were just their bones were made of butter. Just melted at the end. And it's going to be 146 for VP. And a great first fight for Anyone's Legend, and then one of the softest retakes you're liable to see. And then just disaster after that beat.
All right, who's doing no damage?
Kai and Kaneo haven't died.
Oh my.
How does that? How? Someone explain that to me.
Psycho hasn't died either.
Yeah.
How do you lose a control round with 0 deaths on 2 players? And it's not even... Like, what is that? That's a lack of risk-taking is what that is.
What a bizarre scoreboard this is for Anyone's Legend.
Wow, Wamone really carrying 700 damage. Who was it that came into the chat before and said that Wamone was the only player on Anyone's Legend? 700 damage Wamone. Now he's over to the Echo. There you go. Put the familiar hero in the bag. Tracer swap for Psycho. He's seen the Echo and he's immediately gotten back to spawn to put his own familiar hero in the bag. Kai getting poked out by a couple of nades as Icenom steps up the center pillar, but Kai is juicing damage. Already 25% on the Emre, and Psycho's had his recall forced. Picks a she-ball, goes deep, gets taken down. Tama on the back jump. Sniper Monkey takes down Icenom, and that's going to be 2. Anyone's Legend in control.
Winston's back. They can do it. Gonna get Kev late here as well. And another perfect first fight for Anyone's Legend. The first fights have been consistently good. Thank you, Chicken Waffles, for the 17 months prime. All we need now is some kind of hold where we don't immediately lose the point to absolutely nothing, and Anyone's Legend might be in a reasonable situation.
That's all right. Icenom's on DV. You've got nothing to fear, boys. Anyone's Legend. Let's see if it's going to be a one jump, one die situation for the Monkey. Stepping onto the point now. A little bit of ping, a little bit of pong as well. But they've already gotten half of the cap because Crispy doesn't feel like pinging and ponging all too much. He wants to peek for poke off the side instead. Now, they're going to give the cap for free. And I'm afraid Anyone's Legend haven't understood the ping pong mechanism. It's all ping, no pong, and now it just reeks of shit. Hard push onto Kai at the moment. He has to step back. Tama's yeah. Kitsune Rush is so close for Kanail. 20% advantage, so they might be able to push in with the Kitsu, but Kai cannot die here.
Kitsune Rush advantage for Kanail. Everyone's going to live a chance to make some motion. Psycho has a pulse bomb back. Ramon has eyes on that. Kai has no eyes on that, so he's going to just about jump over the pulse bomb in time. Any kills in this Kitsune Rush? The answer is no. Tama's a little bit low. They're chasing the Tracer instead. The Tracer's been identified as the kill, but Psycho's breaking their ankles. Back and forth, pistol out. They finally get the kill, but Landon's Kitsune Rush to main. Ramon with a Tracer copy. Kai, DPS ult's coming in. They've lost Tama on point. 99 to Primal. Thrown out with damage. Kai! Here's the beat. Crispy is 96%, 98.
Can I get a good roll?
He's got the beat. Kanail has gone down. Ice is off the map.
Ice has fallen off.
They can go back on. They give him a flip here onto VP. Crispy beats now. Here come the kills. Ramon floods in. Gets that one immediately. No HB Tracer will have that recall forced on point. They just need to kill Psycho. Ice is going to try and find himself on. How did that D.Va fall off the map?
Chris Kyle is so hard, but you don't endorse Rittenhouse. You know Chris Kyle went crazy and shot a bunch of people at a gun range too, Kyle. So I feel like, he might be an American war hero, but I think he's also like a mass murderer in every sense, did he not? Yeah, so I think your endorsement is a bit dodgy either way, to be honest.
You need to associate with different people. You need...
Oh my god. Tama pushed deep, picks a sheep ball. Ice Dom is deep, he's nearly down though. Kevster's died as well. And Crispy with the roll of the day finds a second kill. Kai's been booped off the map now, but these are late staggers for Virtus.pro. One fight remains.
One fight remains. It's only a self-destruct and a near pulse bomb coming back for VP. Tama has a primal, so it's a time for some hands and Anyone's Legend. Kanail and Kai both going to be close to their ult as well, so they have all the tools right now, Anyone's Legend, to convert in this last fight. VP going to have to rely on a few small miracles. Psycho right now lining up this first touch from left-hand side. We'll get past Tama. Tama's got eyes on this rotation, though. Ramon will be getting the touch for now. Kai has killed Landon on the way in. Primal's still available for him. Onto the back. Nice, easy kill onto Kevster. Kevster is off the map. What is happening? Remake comes through. Tama will just tank that one in the face. Zones the D.Va away for now. Not getting a whole lot of anything with this one, but here comes Ice. Not near the point at all. And Anyone's Legend tie it up.
Everybody, get to your fridges and check if your butter's in there, because I have a sneaky suspicion that there's nothing in our refrigerators. It's all over Virtus.pro. There's a global butter shortage. They've been slathered all over Virtus.pro. Ice Nom off the map, Kai off the map, Fixer off the map. What's going on? Congrats to Ramon for quintupling his damage this round.
He's always been more of a round 2 player.
A certain theory in play. A 1-to-1 scoreline, and now it's just oh, the genius of Christy Effer.
Points to Chris's law. Taps
Virtus.pro with the overdogs. Doesn't work.
I'm pointing to the sign nonetheless. It's going to be Zarya versus Zarya. And Anyone's Legend, they are the kings of the first fight. Kai is dead.
Kai's dead.
The kings are down. Wait, Kanail's trade.
Psycho's dead.
They've conceded a lot of space, but the point's not unlocked, so they can go with another bubble timing here onto Ramon. Ice is going to have to use more of his bubbles himself.
I'd love if he gets a bubble.
He takes a lot of damage before that bubble comes through. They will be able to group up as VP put pressure on this first point. Suzu force out as well, but here comes a high energy Tama trying to bully Ice off point. Forces him round, but they've lost Crispy now.
Crispy the
Big
roll.
Zarya battle on. Tama's going to need a little bit of help. Later bubble, but he's forced back, and Kev has taken over the coast. Kai will get the trade kill on him now, but he's deep back in main. It's nothing more than a consolation, and BP take the first fight.
Oh my goodness. Crispy absolutely flying over to the coast. You see, it looks like a 1v3 over there. He's trying to fight with Ramon perhaps, but it just doesn't play. Kai in main, chipping away, reloading, swinging wide. Psycho goes for the push, but gets booped back. Nice boop out of Crispy. Good roll there. Good heals coming through from Kanail as well. They're about to have that Kitsune Rush way ahead of Landon again. So, a real opportunity to press forward here. Ramon on the backstep. Here comes the Kitsu. Down goes Psycho already to Kai and Kanail. Surely with this Kitsune Rush, they can overwhelm Virtus.pro. Kevster will find a trade onto Tama actually, but it's 1v5 now. Iceland can't do it.
Do not press that grab. He will hold on to that one for it as Anyone's Legend give themselves back onto point. 4 ults coming up for VP, everything except for that Sundering Blade. Anyone's Legend going to be an ult down essentially in this fight because Canel's used it, but maybe they can use that Sundering Blade to sort of negate a bit of that support ult push. Really, it's going to come down to all of the grabs, and Crispy is desperate for this beat because they need all the help they can get to survive these grabs. We saw it in the earlier series, so vital. Early grab comes out, and the choke is a big grab as well. Fix is going to go for the beat though, try and keep him alive to follow it up. Tama did counter grab there, but they all survive. They win the grab trade massively. Override Protocol gets a whole lot of nothing from Kai. And an expensive way to lose it there. VP still have 2 ults in the bag.
Unfortunately, Crispy hasn't got a single first tempo beat here, so every fight with a beat, first time around, is being decided by the fact that Fixer has it and Crispy does not. Every time you see the trade, it just doesn't play. Now Crispy has a beat and they can push in with this one. Amping up main, needs to be careful of an Ajax here. Gets the Suzu, drops the beat, they come flying in, spike down onto Fixer. He's so low, but Kev's still with the counter on the coast. He's trying to float into this override protocol as well, and it's just not happening for anyone's Legend here. They're taking so much damage. Ice Storm's low, Psycho's gone, Crispy rolls bad, but Ramon might be able to find more, won't be able to find more. Beat push, a disaster for anyone's Legend.
Clean up for Kev there as well, and we are down to the last fight. Going to be pretty much a full neutral here. The longer it goes, Kaneo will be able to get a Kitsune Rush, but actually, scratch that. Psycho does have the Sundering Blade ready to go, so this touch is going to be pretty difficult for him as well. Tama and Kaneo, eyes on those bubbles and those Suzus, try and prevent so much of the damage. Ramon's going to go for an initial bubble timing in. Will be forced back. Sundering Blade just to trade onto Kai right now, and Psycho is forcing all the skills in the backline. Now they turn their attention as anyone's Legend and try and rotate away. Desperate to get time for this Kitsune Rush. Kaneo still needs 6%. It's going to be the first touch for Ramon. Slash around the corner. Full block in usage. He darts back now. Tama goes forward, but Kaneo, he dies. Kitsune Rush still in play though, but that's the main source of healing. And Ice will just be beaming through everyone. VP looking to close out this first map, and close it out they will.
They're going to dominate this one. Kai's going to find a kill. Probably gets his second death of the map as well. And that's going to be Virtus.pro taking map 1. Dogfight. Kenile. When Vendetta ulted, my roommate blew his nose, and it made me think the ult was making Gladiator Pit cheering noises. Oh, Josens. Virtus fall. 2026 is the year best friends are pit against each other. Kai against Kevstar, Proper against Stalker, Bernard against the whole of Zeta Division. I mean, if only there were more edges. Wait, look at the scoreboard here. Jesus Christ, it's really Kev versus the world. Psycho's letting down the side elims wise. Holy shit. You see that?
Good thing I've got Kevin Ice, hey? Ice was 18 and 5 as well on the right side of that one. Thank you very much. It's me, Sims, for the tier 1s. 24 months as well. Hello to you, Sims. Thank you very much. We're on a quest to get 300 tier 1s. And it's me, Sims, is helping. Thank you very much.
Big up, Simo. All right. Ads coming at you live now. Subs don't get them. Put money in my pocket if you don't mind. But, yep. Enjoy the ads. And we haven't seen a single listen in this stage, Rowan. Maybe they got rid of that feature. I ain't complaining, to be honest.
I don't know. What about when we go to Gibraltar? I was kind of hoping, you know, I could make like a quick dinner during Gibraltar and we could just do like an 8-minute listen-in.
I mean, look, I like a good listen-in. I just don't think that they were very well executed last stage. So it was like, I'd rather have no listen-ins than have like the unusual execution that kind of like, yeah, like when they're done weirdly. Ducks listen in. I'd just blow my shit smooth off. No AMDP, no party. Ellis hugging Forsen. Yep.
Looking at some numbers here. Numbers are the name of the game, and the numbers are looking good for Ice, 7.5. 5.5 for Kev. 5.5 for Landon. 7.5 for Kai, actually. Any Kai believers? Kaneo on 9.5. Not too shabby. Yeah, pretty even scores all round. Psycho and Ramon, Vendettas, seem to be scoring the lowest out of all of that.
Yeah, Psycho's on my roster.
Yeah, Kaneo just pumping those heals. Same with Landon.
Yeah, it seems the hit scan players were the truth. You were right.
They're both on Emre as well. So it certainly feels like it's probably a bit more true in EMEA in North America than it is in Korea. But I think for those on Emre.
Oh, hyper viewed. Thanks for the 3 months. Welcome back. Give me every last drop. Right back at you, mate. I'll see you in a minute. Oh, Clover's TV, thanks for tier 1. Welcome. We made it.
How am I supposed to learn counting back from 3 if we don't listen in on Infected? I don't know, Gavin. Ask Grok.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. How does VP never look convincing no matter who they sign?
Because it stands for very precarious.
Pain.
Blizzworld, for anyone's legend, a diva ban. They want to play Winston. What will VP ban in response? Maybe a Lucio? Maybe a Kiri? Oh.
The hell?
Maybe they just don't mind that much what they play against. Doesn't really feel like a very anyone's legendary type hero, but guess AO will get exactly what they want.
What do you see? The music.
If I got to choose, I would choose to ban hatred and racism. It sickens me that these players won't consider banning this. Now, just a diva ban, I'm afraid, Tom.
Oh, selfish bastards. The vid when someone subs, is this you, Hunter? No. That's Ange, mate. If we could get some Anges in the chat to clarify this for the chat.
That's a young Hunter.
Very young me.
That's what Hunter looked like when he was 14.
My hairline actually got better as I got older, which is odd.
Do you not feel like you're kind of past the peak of that curve now?
I'm pretty sure my hair's better than whatever's going on in those orange pictures. Trip to Turkey healed me. Yeah. I tell you, man, when I got my teeth and my hair fixed in Turkey, changed my life. My whole outlook and shit.
You'll never believe what Hunter used to look like.
Another fucking Tama game. I think AMDP's not getting play, guys.
Have they considered banning Suzu's? Thank you, Bin Laden. Alright. Blizzard World, Winston, Ice on the Hazard. Kiri Lucio is the choice for VP. Little grapple out of spawn from Kai. Little find of nothing at all. And it's going to be a Vendetta, Emre, Kiri, Lucio. It's just going to be pretty similar mirror. Psycho's actually gone Tracer here instead of that Vendetta. So eyes onto Tama, eyes onto Amon to connect onto this one, get value out of that bubble. Kevster will be starting on the high ground. Tama will take some poke on the way in. But in theory, this is about as good a matchup as anyone's legend could ask for in terms of the heroes that their players get to play.
Yeah, Ice Nom, huge damage inside here. Tama just boxed in. They're all going to rotate away. Ice Nom resisting the call of the Void to shift in there and try and finish a kill. Psycho has the off angle right now. Kev playing main. And anyone's legend, they're fully pinched on this rotation. So it's not like they're catching anybody off with this cross. Psycho committing quite deep into the back, actually. Not going to catch anybody on the cross whatsoever. Ramon trying to mark that flank, though. And Ramon, as a result, really doing nothing. Ice Nom is going to kill Kai on the high ground. And this looks like a really sloppy push for anyone's legend.
Yeah, but it's still in the mix though. A trade kill would go a long way for him, but at the moment it's just Ice slashing through anyone he wants. Little wall behind Tama, no escape, blocks that one up. Going for the late kill onto Kaneo, but he can TP away. But no trade, so not a whole lot of anything. Kaneo will have a Kitsune Rush advantage. Ramon will make his way over onto the Tracer. They'll get another go, but they have to be careful as they come in because Ice has got a pretty quick downpour available to try and counter out that Kitsune Rush.
Yeah, I think playing the Winston into Ice Nom on Hazard, probably not the greatest of shouts, to be honest. You've got to be a good Winston to make it work. And honestly, Ice Nom, this is probably one of his best characters. Canaille up top, poking towards the back line. If he can get one headshot here, might be able to line up a kill here, but doesn't look like Tamer's going to be jumping to the 1 HP backline, as he's going to be jumping bottom right, throws down the bubble, and it's going to be the next turn after he's healed up a little bit where he's going to jump top. Because Tamer's so far out of the fight, Ice Nom is just going to shift up main. Everyone's going to rotate towards the point. Psycho taking a beating, recall force, now comes the downpour. It's a fat 0-man. Tamer on the back jump. Kitsu in main from Canaille. Should be able to keep him healthy. Just kidding. He's going to take all the... Where is Tamer? Where's he gone? Jumped off to the right. And yeah, it's just not fucking happening, is it? It's a 3-0. Nice quick day. Let's go!
No bedtime theory today. Downpour and Kitsune Rush traded for a Kitsune, so anyone's legend will have to reset. Minute and a half left on the clock. Override protocols in play. Beats in play, a primal for Tamer. Last primal was mainly cosmetic on Lijiang Tower, but now a great chance in this one, in theory. Override protocol is going to be used to start. Both beats can be used in response to that one as well. For now, Psycho's hiding close with this pulse swap. Override protocol is up. Crispy's going to mark that one out. Drops the beat as well as the override is going to be traded. Fixer drops it right back. Everyone but Psycho gets the beat on the server now, but Tamer's got the primal to keep going as he's paid. Big damage onto Kai. Actually, the chase is on from Psycho. Ice is able to finish that one off as well. Pulse bomb in front of Tamer. He's going to hold on to his primal. He drops it now. 4v4. Chance for Tamer to go. Show us for hands. Tamer. Landon TP's away. They've lost Crispy. Just primaling for tank at the moment. Trying to get Lucio off the map. Sends Fixer for it. No, but Fixer, he can stay on. Slides back on. They group up on point. Bubble comes down from Tamer, but he is outmanned and outgunned. Canaille is going to fall, and Ice now can just anchor the point. They've conceded 2 ticks, but they can chase him all the way out now.
I mean, there's just nothing left for anyone's legend, is there? They've used the whole bank. They're not going to have this Kitsune rush unless Tamer can really optimize the damage that he takes here in the past few seconds. Canaille is healing him for the moment. Maybe, just maybe, we're going to get it, but maybe not. As the pressure continues, hard push in for Ice. Another 0-man downpour for the big man. There's actually somebody tapping point right now, but Kevin Psycho found a killer piece. Does look like Fixer's going to be surviving as well. Crispy, bad roll there as he wall rides over to the side. And that's going to be a full hold. 3-map banger. 3-map banger again.
Yep, it's going to be a quick one, it seems. Not just over 2 ticks for them. So now, all of a sudden, up against it, anyone's legend. This was meant to be their map pick, their ban situation. A chance to get Tamer onto this, but all they could muster on that attack was a single kill onto Kevin. Everyone else is going to be farming points. And yeah, this is real tough. Real tough.
Yeah, I mean, Ice is just absolutely dominating here. It's 12-0, no contest. Really making it look terribly easy. And Tamer just doesn't have the level required to make these comps work. I think overall for anyone's list, it's not just about Tamer, honestly. But it's, you know, probably gapped on a few roles here and just really hard to make the Winston work unless you're a really high-level team on the comp.
Yeah. I mean, even, like, we watched Milgaro a few times earlier, right? It was hardly a convincing that it works. 2-0 City. Oh, thank you, Archie. Yeah, yeah. Not pretty surprised at that result, actually, but yeah. I'll check out the highlights.
Have the matches started yet? No, not yet, Milk, but maybe a little later.
Keep your eyes peeled. Tamer will be starting on the Zarya here, so I imagine Ice might just go over onto the mirror once they see this comp in play. Kev's just going to go for the grapple out of spawn, but he's not before he checks out Landon for a little bit. It's going to be a catapult into the sky by the cat. A little damage boost onto Kev as well. A guaranteed opening pick, surely. Headshot from Kev.
Oh my god. Of course it's a meaningless headshot, so don't worry about it.
Stick to the body, mate. It's going to be a Zarya and a Vendetta as well for VP, so we'll just get an old Zarya Vendetta mirror here, but there is no room for error for anyone's legend, but 2 ticks is all they can give. VP on the verge of closing and it's at second map out already. Psycho will go onto the high ground, looks for a slash, hop onto Crispy, tries to connect him with a projected edge. The roll is okay for now. It's not quite bad, but they turn their attention onto Tamer. They're forcing the objective already, halfway to the first tick, but look at Kai, he's got that high ground position.
Oh, Kai up top needs to do something special. He's back down to low ground, though. 3 players for Virtus.pro controlling the high ground. Get ready for the slash to come through. So hard to take top here as Psycho is just marking it out. Misses the overhead, actually. So, anyone's legend doesn't make a fucking difference. Kev's just going to take down Tama. It's just going to be a hard WKM1 now. Every member of anyone's legend is going to go down as Psycho presses forward. Kev will get traded. Not on my fantasy, not my problem. Anyone's legend not going to touch.
No touch. Full of hold, not a possibility. And the music's slower, it feels like, which suits the anticlimactic nature of that map.
Just put the Saudi Diva in the bag.
GG's
30-minute banger
from Funny Astro.
Yeah, it's just one team in EMEA now, and they're playing Medi on tank and winning.
The only way to...
I think Zach's gone to bed.
The only way to make this fair, Daniel, is if we just have to do a different tank every week, okay? Different tank every week, and we can work it into a competition.
Oh, and 5. Oh heavens. Keyboard time don't work.
Okay, we will go TVNT ball next week. Shit. Who have you got next week? Well, I should do the ad out of respect, right?
Yeah, I guess an ad out of respect. Remember, if you tier 1 sub to CommanderX, you get him one step closer to the 300 sub goal for the month, which is going to get him the better sub split that we so desperately desire. Any ideas on an OWCS bingo? Dog, I've been live for 12 hours and 45 minutes. I don't have ideas, full stop. Like,
there's nothing inside.
There's nothing here, yeah.
Whoa! Thank you, Genius Rage, for 14 months, tier 1. Holy moly indeed. Thank you very much, Genuine Rage, filling me with genuine happiness. How many subs away? I think still like 100 and something. So we've still got a good week of OWCS left. If you go to the About section, it will tell you exactly. Only tier 1s count, or tier 1s, tier 2s, tier 3s. But only subs for yourself directly. No gifts or primes.
This mustache just got shaved? Shit, what if I shave my mo? Oof.
Nah.
I would look so different. It would be so jarring. You've probably like... Have you ever seen me without my mo?
Whoa! Thank you, Cat, for the tier 1. Thank you very much, Cat. Cat 1
oh my
with the
goodness.
tier 1. First ever
almost
tier 1 from Cat. Thank you very much.
Almost makes up for the dinner she bought on your card.
As far as I'm informed, Astro will be buying me 2 dinners. And I'm
Astro should buy a fucking tier 1 sub.
I'm adding it. Astro, can I get a tier 1 sub, please?
Junkrat's feet, hello? Quentin Tarantino looking motherfucker. Hey, that wasn't me. Sure, Cat, sure.
A first time you sound like a certain type of person. First time interaction with Mama Hamster. Oh no, Neo show.
It was delicious though. What was it, Cat? What was the meal?
It was a Korean barbecue, I believe.
Yeah. What was the price of Xavier's faith in you?
It wasn't actually that expensive in the end.
I mean, barbecue in Korea, not that spendy if you're eating pork, really.
No, it was like, I want to say it was like 70 or 80 or something. Which really isn't too bad considering it was 4 people, you know. But Astro said he would buy me, I think it was 4 million dinners in response. I'll have to check the numbers, but I think it was 4 million.
4 million sounds like a lot. But I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a numbers guy, really, you know. So
I'm no numbers guy either. Oh shit, Flats is like, oh, it's right. It's Marvel Rivals. It's no biggie.
On the verge of a hype train.
Is this Suravasa? No, this is a push map.
This is
what map are we on?
We're on Runasapi.
It's the waterfall on Runasapi.
It goes off the edge. In fact,
Like
look
at the
this.
mega
It's
at the
actually,
middle?
it's a map of waterfalls. There's so many waterfalls. Look at any direction, you see a waterfall.
Oh.
I think the big waterfall is on the cliffside.
King's Row, I think. How many hours do you think we have left? How many hours do you think we have left today? I don't know. Hopefully enough for you to get your loot box, mate. But there's
Looks
a whole
like
other
the
week to the
UK to
program.
me.
Don't overthink it, Fox Fraser. There's a whole extra week before the thing ends. So you'll be right, man.
2 minutes to start a hype train, if anyone would oblige. Pred's closing soon. Runa Sappy, match point for VP. It's a Zarya mirror, and thank you, useless competitors for the tier 1. I butchered that name, but thank you nonetheless.
It's happening, everybody. Namone goes deep, gets the bubble, pushing far, but Kevster bodies all over the place. Big nades into the back line as well. Kai trades them out. Kev does seem to be just a tiny bit ahead on damage right now, but Psycho holding the corner, goes for the overhead, goes for the spike on a Kai, can't get it done. Bubble to get him out of dodge, but huge damage out onto Lamone, and Psycho's actually going to get the counter there. Back TP for Kanale, and they are just going to have to concede first fight. Virtus.pro, once again, coming out on top.
Thank you very much, Scary Shark. 49 for the tier 1, and it is off to the races now with the train. Choo-choo. VP on a train of their own, hurtling towards victory against anyone's legend. They're already approaching this next corner. They are at a slight Kitsune Rush disadvantage. Kanale does seem to be getting them consistently faster, but maybe it's just because of all his friends are getting shot in the face a hell of a lot more, or in the body in some cases. It's going to be a lot of damage actually onto Kev, which will slow down VP for now. They have to be ready for this Kitsune Rush push. It is the first ults of it though, so they should be aware of this and ready for the backstep.
Yeah, maybe a backstep on the cards right now. Virtus.pro just got to be so careful. Kanale with his nice fast Kitsune Rush because his team loves taking it on the chin. Hard engagement in for anyone's legend right now. Feels like maybe there's a chance for a Kitsu here. Kitsu's mirrored through main though, so it is dead even. Anyone's game. Beat comes out to fix her though, and Crispy, a characteristic bad roll. Oddly 15% behind on beat drop at all times, so that is going to be another fight win for Virtus.pro. Kevster cleans house with the override protocol. First time back in the loot box.
Kanale getting staggered there as well. Tough one for them. That'll be checkpoint going through for VP. They've got a slight grab advantage. They are, of course, without that beat, but they do need to be very careful because if Ice can hit a big grab, there's still the chance for Psycho to combo a bit or a lot of trades to come through. So VP still have a decent enough chance if they can connect with this grab, and they have it 10% sooner than Tama does, so they have to be a little bit careful on the walk-up. For anyone's legend, they've got this override protocol, the best ult probably to start this fight with. Try and force them back, make it difficult for Ice to find that clear grab timing. Here it comes from Kai right now, looking for it. Grab out on the point, defensive beat from Crispy to keep him alive. Tama still has the grab if he needs it. Gonna just get that trade though. Kai just playing sniper mode in the sky, finishes off 2 kills as a result, and pretty efficient for anyone's legend. A beat comes through in exchange for the grab and the override protocol, and they win the fight. Keep hold of the grab.
Yeah, fight win on the books. Tama has the grav now. Anyone's legend might be able to snowball this just a little bit. The grav with no beat to respond is huge, but gonna need some value. Gonna need to see one of those KSA grabs catches all the enemy team inside. Spike twice onto Crispy here. Grav is out. Solo onto Wamone. But Crispy's died to Kevin. Landon's killed Wamone as well. So that's 3 for 1 with no ultimates used. Maybe a Sundering Blade used. Kai finds 2 on a Kevin Fixer actually. So Kai and Tama might just be able to clutch this one. Big damage coming out onto Tama, but he's got the bubble. And Kai's just doing it all on the side angle, beaming down. Get the fuck out of here, you die that way, Tama. Grow up.
So low. So they will win the fight, technically anyone's legend, but it's only Kai left to tell the tale for now, so he'll gain what meters he can as both teams will play to fully respawn. We'll meet on the next corner where it will be Kitsune Rush versus Kitsune Rush, but there will be a Sundering Blade for Wamone. Again, we'll see that one interrupted. And actually, VP want to go quickly here. They want to take the fight more towards middle than the corner, and Tama wasn't quite back yet, obviously the last to die. So now they're going to have to take another fight on middle before they can get real progress anyone's legend. Kitsune Rush trade ready to go. Kaneo and Landon will go for it. Trading on the point. Sundering Blade available for Wamone. Psycho's just going to die on the point. They might not even need it.
Year of the Kai.
They just win this. Year of a Kai coming right back. Wamone will clean up Kev on the low ground. Just need to avoid any trade. Surely they can't trade for Zarya again. Good clean fight for anyone's legend, and despite that poor start, actually been a few efficient ult fights in all of this.
Oh man, how have they done it? Anyone's legend suddenly in a pretty good position actually, where they can swing around the corner, they can go for the override protocol out in the open, getting the better of Virtus.pro in the Kitsune Rush trade so essential for them. They need to actually win some ultimate fights that are even, and that's the one. Now Wamone holding the flank. Marks up Psycho just a little bit, then flips around into main. Low hop up top, but can't get anything. Override Protocol is out, and Ice Storm has fallen as a result. No pocket for Kai in the sky. Kev's just going to body shot him to death, but it's not enough. Even if Kevster hits the bodies. Yeah, done. Checkpoint secured. Lead really threatened now, too. They're probably going to get it off this.
Yeah, they'll start moving it forward already. Obviously have to pick a couple of people up from spawn, but Wamone will stay there to move it forward. As we come up to this next fight, it's going to be an override protocol for Kev to start it. Beat and grab soon to follow. Anyone's Legend slightly slower on that charge. They do deny the lead. They actually chase Wamone so hard here. Sozu to keep him alive, but they have the override protocol to keep going. Kev's going to pop it, but they've kind of already gone, Kev. Can he find the splash damage here? Trying to hit these heavy rounds right on the corner, but there's nowhere to hit. Final one thrown out. Bit of splash damage on the side. Can't find too much with that, so a wasted ult for Kev, really. Psycho's still trying to push. Find another option. Can't slice anyone. Fixer goes for a beat push. Crispy a few percent short. Big slice onto Kaneo as well. Forces it back. Crispy has the beat. Catches everyone. Sundering Blade out. Wamone hits the combo with Tama now. They get the better of that one. And another well-played ult fight. And now we just need to avoid any trades. And it looks like they're good for it.
No trades, full team wipe. Yeah, that's lead 100% now. And Kitsu, huge advantage for Kaneo as well. Now, Landon's only 50%. Beat for beat. Crispy finally not getting lapped his roll. It's about damn time. Kitsu for Kaneo on the card should absolutely secure it. I think Virtus.pro are going to drop and try and contest before the lead. That is just Kappa Flapper. They are going to give the lead over. Now the Kitsune rushes out for Kaneo. Sundering Blade in the air. Takes down Kaneo. Oh my god. Kitsu advantage means nothing when you're going up against Psycho and you can't snipe him out the sky. Tama pushes on, trades land, and Kai getting heals with the supercharged pistol, but Kai will fall nonetheless. And Virtus.pro, look, they're going to win that ult fight, but they did concede the lead.
Thanks for the choo-choos, guys.
Hong Kong.
It's gonna be a lead fight for anyone's Legend. They do gain the lead, but really with that Kitsune Rush, we would have hoped for a little bit more than 5 meters to work with. Really in the balance for this one, and anyone's Legend dry on ultimates for now. It's Landon who will be coming up to that Kitsune Rush first. So anyone's Legend, no choice but to play it slow, take this neutral, wait for that override protocol. Kev's just gonna be swinging onto his right-hand side. A lot of damage on Wamone in main. Tamara's still there very aggressively, but Nail falls to Psycho first. Psycho comes in and they fall it, and Lantern drops for Kitsune Rush in celebration for how good the neutral was.
Oh my. Is the OWCS loot box just a legendary one? Nobody tells me nothing. CD Adams. Nobody tells me nothing. Celebratory Kitsu from Landon, but they have secured the lead off the back of it, so anyone's Legend back to the drawing board. We're going to need a few more good rolls if they want to take this. Rotating around the high ground, dropping in from behind. Mirrored battle bots in the air right now. Wamone has found Fixer early, but a trade onto Wamone is immediate. Crispy, no! Bad rolls galore as Psycho spins him down. Tama trades Ice Storm, so it's a 3v3. Kai trying to shoot somebody that isn't Kev in the air from the looks of it, but Tama just keeps on trading the raid boss. The gift that keeps on giving. He's done giving, apparently, and it's just going to be Kaneo left standing. Virtus.pro win another fight. Oh!
Jukes. Another slip, yeah, gets out of that one, so maybe a chance to stop too much more damage being done to the meterage very quickly here for anyone's Legend. They have lost that lead, but 2 minutes to reclaim it. Psycho will take what meters he can, but now anyone's Legend are coming forward. They're going to have that grav reel soon. Beats are dead even as well, about 25% away for both. Really in the balance, but Psycho with a quicker Sundering Blade if they want to go for that combo. Eyes all on the grabs, but they don't have him yet. Psycho just drops the Sundering Blade. Round the corner, gets the grab. Big damage onto Wamone. He can't follow up. Can Tama find the kills? Yes, he can. The quicker grab, and Tama makes all the difference. No beat in time to respond for that one. And now as we come into the next fight, double support ult for anyone's Legend. They've got a 2-to-1 situation, but the grab from Ice could get everything done.
Ah, man. Kitsu on the line for Kaneo. Again, Landon desynced, but it feels like anyone's Legend have been having a bit of a hard time actually winning these Kitsu advantage turns. Beat for beat, it's all in the rolls, and really need to counter out Ice Storm's grab as well. A solo grab, maybe a Sunder to zone people away. Kitsu comes out early, grab in response, but Kaneo's in the grab, so it's dicey. Sunder comes out from Wamone, but they're so low. Swinging left, right, misses the downward slash, and it's going to be 2-for-1 trades. Anyone's Legend, they've dumped every ultimate into this, but it's not working out for them at all. They've lost. Oh, well, Crispy's found Landon act. Wait! Pause, champ! Block from Wamone as well. Can they get back into this? Like, they don't have close spawns.
Yes, It's
ugly.
Yeah, it's not the worst result here, but it's not a great result either. It's just going to be another fight onto the point. Kev with the override protocol, Kai just behind him, but Landon with a very significant Kitsune rush advantage. So anyone's legend, they have to find a way back into this. They're about 14 meters behind. They have to win this fight on middle, and they have to win the fight after it. They have time to kite a little bit, but with only 13 seconds left, they really need to stay on this point. Have to play it slow for Kai's override protocol, and really, they just need Kai to deliver in this moment.
Kai just has to clutch, honestly. Override protocol comes out first from Kevster, and look how stacked they are. They see none.
They don't have the ult. Wow. No delivery. No sign of cargo. And that'll be a VP 3-0.
Miserable. Just miserable. Just joined when is anyone's legend playing. Another 3-map banger.
3-map banger after 3-map banger.
It's alright, we'll be in America soon, folks. We'll be in America soon. Where we can watch absolute dogfights like DSG, SSG. Lich Greg arrive.
Team UK is cooked. Don't worry, VP won't be at the World Cup. Give them off your fancy roster, CommanderX, you gimp. We play them tomorrow from Crispy.
Oh, man. Rough day for the rolls. Hey, Bunnykins.
I occasionally saw some
bounce.
weird red things around Kevster's crosshair. Do you know what that might be? Is the stream bugged? Yeah, it's a stream bug. Don't worry about it, vibe.
Not sure who played Bastion for the Valiant, but I love the colors. Cardi fan in today? Oh, can Cardi get a map that isn't Gibraltar? I feel like the Doom Gibraltar strat is actually so
fake.
whack.
Yeah, it's not actually a good map for it, I feel like. It's really... Because he's kind of just playing like a Winston, like really just like gingerly farming, but just worse at it all the time.
Is it time for another coffee? Like,
I want to drink as well.
do I coffee before NA? Do I coffee before the third game here?
Which one's next? Is it Peps against Alcacia? I've got it right.
It's like it could be okay. Peps Alcad. It could be okay.
I love free Overwatch.
Both. I don't want two more coffees today.
Well,
Hunter, I need a flower
Max,
from you
so
to
why
win
don't
this game.
Why don't you order 2 pizzas?
Enjoy the flower, Julian.
And they'll be updated on the actual OWTV.gg website immediately if you want to check your own scores. But they'll be updated either sort of later tonight or tomorrow morning onto the actual website, so you can see the full leaderboard and how everyone did and everything like that.
A couple days ago, Freya. The new one is just unbelievable. Useless Campence? Thanks for the gift sub to make it train.
That was one I struggled with.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's tough.
Thank you very much. I'm trying to boost Bunnykins from you to win my official later. Alright. Boost Bunnykins __. There you go. You're good for your official now, Emergence.
It was kind of a bad score-wise. Yeah, I mean, it was really quick. It's kind of bad for VP in the sense, or bad for VP from a fantasy point of view, as they just win real quick. Maybe it was only Varuna Sappy that felt like, I guess, full length. Total scores on the board. Yeah, 16 for Ice, 18 for Kev. Not all that great. Kai got a 10, 14.5 for Kaneo, though, who was actually the highest scorer on the Anyone's Legend side.
Oh,
so
Landon interview.
Watching this team play because they look so comfortable.
Don't give him too many compliments. He's here with us.
You can hit both sides.
Glazing.
Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations. That's 2 wins on the board.
Smash in the back.
Virtus.pro. So
Hi,
how are you
Smash.
feeling right now? What's going on? Hey.
What's up,
Hello,
Smash?
person in the background.
Pretty good. I had a pretty bad
Pretty
game
good.
this match, but my team really pulled through. Like they played crazy.
You're being too hard on yourself. We didn't see anything bad here. Landon, Virtus.pro, I mean, they had a really tough 2025, but this new iteration featuring you and 2 other new pieces, they look very much revitalized. Now, coming into this team as a veteran of the sports, what do you feel like was the missing ingredient that this roster needed in order to finally raking up those victories?
I think the most important thing to have a successful team these days is to just have one clear identity. I think the days of having these like 10-person rosters that can play like every possible combination of characters and every possible meta, they're long gone, you know? Like the best teams just like they build their roster around a style and they really like commit to it. And so like I think like me joining this team, like I talked a lot with Smash before joining it, and I got like a really like good idea of what the team's goals are and what our strengths can be going forward. And I'm really excited to play with this group.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Landon, I'm sure in the off season, I know when you were like free and you're gone from Catsy, you had the option to go probably almost anywhere you wanted. What drew you to VP, like with the team and the roster, that made you decide to join them?
I normally prefer playing in EMEA for a couple of different reasons. And then of the EMEA teams I was talking to, VP seemed like by far the most promising. And being here in a team house, it was like one of the biggest advantages to it, you know? Like I think the ability for a team to improve quickly, like solve arguments, like and just build chemistry.
Thanks, Sideshow Fan 27 for the tier 1. Thank you very much.
I'm a bit curious about how you integrated it into the team and like some of the maybe learnings that you brought to the team as well, because obviously they had a bit of a core group already last year, Kevster, Ice Gnome, stuff like that. But, from the first couple of scrims with this team, were there any things you noticed or like wanted to talk things through when it comes to the communication structure or just like, the leadership of the team? Because I think we look at this team and we think, okay, Psycho, really smart player. You're a really smart player. You bring some of that leadership, structure, communication to that team. What were some of the early things that you kind of spotted out and you were like, hey, like, Kevster, do a better job at this, or like, hey, can we change something about how we're communicating some of these things, right? Because even going back to your previous team, I feel like that's something we heard from last year. Is like you really were on the players, like, hey, I need to hear this. I need to hear some of these comms. So like, were there any of those things here for Virtus.pro?
There were a lot less than I was expecting. Like, I think especially I think support duos like really need to have like a really like just clean synergy. And right away with me and Fixa, like it was no issue at all. Like we've definitely been working on a lot of communication stuff, but it's been like a lot better than I was expecting.
How do you see the level of competition in the region this time around? Do you feel like it's going to be a close race, or is there just like you and Twisted Minds and then everyone else is just going to like scrape it out?
For sure TM is defending their title, but I think like all 6 teams in EU are pretty strong. Like when I was looking over the NA games, like it seems like their region is still very much like here are the playoff teams and here are not the playoff teams. whereas in EMEA, I don't necessarily think that's true.
We love a competitive region. Landon, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck in your upcoming matches.
Thank you.
Great.
All right. Thanks, Sideshow Fan. I'm going to go grab a drink, Max. You're in charge.
Thanks, Xavier. I'm gonna go grab a drink, Xavier, and nobody's in charge. He just called you dog shit.
Talk amongst yourselves, guys. Talk amongst yourselves.
Right, everybody, we best not come back to any sort of spam in the chat or any nonsense like that, because I'm making a coffee. Hope not to see any rubbish in the chat when I return. In charge. What you do with this responsibility, that's up to you. They're still doing Belka? Fucking unbelievable, you people.
I'm back. What have I missed? EMEA turning out pretty boring compared to last year. Yeah, I think there's going to be like the TMVP bit will be interesting. The GK, Alcad, AL ones will be interesting. Maybe if Peps do like a punch-up type thing, there could be something interesting there. We might get a better feel for if Peps can do such a thing in this next game. But yeah, this opening week of fixtures maybe hasn't given us a whole lot of anything that will deliver.